Yo, what's up everyone, it's Blue Nova and I'm here to bring you guys a new tutorial on how to get very similar vocals to Always Never. His song Wylin is something I've really been playing a lot for the past few weeks, and a lot of people been requesting it, so I thought I'd do it for you guys. But if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so we can hit 20K and hit the bell notification icon so that you're notified every time there's a new video. But we're gonna get into it. This tutorial might take a second because there's a few effects in here, but just bear with me. So let's turn everything off on the master, go to the lead vocal, and like I said, it's a good amount of effects, but I'm gonna break everything down. So just working with the lead vocal, let's right click and solo, and the auto-tune setting for it, this is what I have. If you have a different version of auto-tune, what you really want to do is just set the key to E in the scale minor. The retune speed, you want to keep it about 10 to 20, something that's not really just too noticeable upon your voice, and input type put on soprano voice. And after that, I'm just gonna play the vocal with the auto-tune.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all when you come crashing down.
So yeah, you can hear the auto-tune on the vocal. After that, we're going to add a limiter. Now, a lot of people might question this and say, oh, why aren't you using compressor this time? Sometimes I just change my method. A compressor and a limiter is essentially the same thing. What you're trying to do is level out the vocal before you go into EQing the vocals. So that's why I went ahead and did. This method is a little bit different compared to my other videos, but you want to bring up the gain all the way to it's at 0 decibels. That's what I did, and I just wanted to make sure the vocal was really full, so that it was full. What you want to do, just bring down your release all the way to 0, and the attack and the head, you can leave those alone. So this was gonna sound like.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all when you come crashing down. Who's supposed to save you now when you out here wildin'?
So yeah, you can see and even hear that the vocals are really pushed against the ceiling, and a lot of people, like I said, they might question this, but wait till the end and how everything comes out together. So after that, we have an EQ, parametric EQ too. So what we're doing right here, just carving out the bad frequencies in the low region. I just went ahead and dipped it out around 63 hertz region. Also right here, 126, right here, 180. Around here is getting kind of hard to see the numbers, but 259, 358, and right here at 531. That's where I found there was a lot of bad and a lot of bad frequencies in it that I want to take out. So that's what I went ahead and did. Right here in the high end frequency, I boosted it at 10K. Always Never's vocals, his vocals are really sharp, especially in this track. So you want to boost that to about 9 decibels so that your vocals are really, that they really just have the high end presence. So I'm going to play the vocal with the EQ.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all.
So you can hear the vocals are really sharp, and there's a lot of pressure going on in the high end frequency, but we're going to take care of that later on. So after that, we have a fruity limiter. Now what we're doing with this one, we're just bringing the release down to 0 and bringing your ceiling down to -3. And what this is going to do is just even out the vocals completely right here.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all when you come crashing down.
So you can hear the vocals are really pushed and they're harsh in this with the limiter. What we're gonna do is take care of a lot of that sibilance and harshness with Maximus. So what we're doing right here is using the de-esser. So go to drop down, click presets, and then click the esser split band. This is gonna bring up this right here. You want to click on mid, then you want to bring the band down to a little bit to where it's at -12. It should automatically just snap down on there, but between this area, and that's gonna take care of the sibilance. And like I said, there was so much going on, but it will smoothen out with this.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all. when you come crashing down.
So now that you're hearing it, the Esser on here sounds a little bit too harsh. It could, we could lighten it up, and it really depends to ear and taste. We could do that, but what we're gonna do later on is add, we're gonna add this plugin. It's a Waves plugin called, I think it's Pootek. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this is what I use to bring up some high end frequency. Cause like I said, I was comparing it to Always Never's original song, and this is what I found got the high end frequency as opposed to using the parametric EQ2. Now, what I did is just boosted it to up to 3, and the high end frequency I boosted that in the 16K region. That's gonna boost that airiness in the vocal so that's really standing out. That's pretty much all I did with this Pootek plugin. So I'm gonna play it with the plugin on it.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all. When you come crashing down.
So you can hear the vocals are really clear, really sharp. Now, this is very important. So Always Never, what he does in his vocal, it's really wide. The instrumental is actually really wide. It's like a just a wide filtered synth bass. So what he does, most people won't probably pick this up and think it's just reverb, but there's something like a doubler within his voice. It's very faint. So these are the settings that I have, and I believe this is the best thing to have, the Waves doubler, to get that same quality and to make it fit better within the instrumental. So I'm going to play the doubler with the vocals.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all.
And taking it off.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all. When you come crashing down.
So you can hear the doubler activating on the vocal, making it sound a little bit more wide. So what we're doing right here is adding a fruity delay too. And this is just gonna give it some bounce. There's also some light delay in his vocals. Make sure when you're using your delay, make sure the cut is filtered back so that you're not getting the high end frequency within the delay. Make sure the feedback is set on ping pong, and bring your volume down a little bit so that it's not competing. Right here in the OFS, I turned it to about 0.4 so that it has a little bit of swing on the delay. So this is what it sounds like.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all. When you come crashing down.
All right, then after that, we're gonna have a fruity reverb too. Now, this is very important. These settings are very important, but if you just want to jump straight to it, you can. If you want to jump straight to it, you can get this entire folder with my vocals and the entire vocal effects chain on BlueNovaBeats.com. When you click on the vocal preset tab in the store, you'll be able to get it there. So you'll have my vocals and everything to work with. These reverb settings, they would take some time to run through, but to save time, I'm just gonna play it and you can get a fair analysis on what it looks like right here. But this first reverb is just gonna act as a pre-delay, because in his vocals in the original song, there's a pre-delay reverb on it, also with a natural delay in it. So this one right here, just a pre-delay. I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all. When you come crashing down.
So you can hear the reverb. It's a little bit delayed in the vocal, but the delay is kind of fast. So in order to do that, you want to play with this knob right here and make sure it's snapped on the first one. And after that, the very last thing is just another fruity reverb too. Now this is going to open up the vocals some more, and where the main important thing is just a stereo imaging. Make sure it's all the way to the left, size of the room to 100, bass to 100, decay time you want to have that at about 3, and the wet level, which is extremely important, keep that at 60%. And this is what it's going to sound like with the reverb.
I can't say I'm surprised anymore. I mean, I felt it all. when you come crashing down.
So yeah, that's what the vocal will sound like with the lead vocal. Now right here, what he has later on coming in through parts of the song, especially in the hook, there's a high, he sings in a high pitched frequency. And the main important thing to do is filter out a lot of those frequencies, a lot of the high end frequency. It's really filtered when he sings in a high pitched voice. So that's really important. Mostly all you want to do is just right click, go to file, then save mixer track state as, left click, hold it, and then drag it onto mixer insert so that the whole thing is copied and pasted onto insert. So that's how the same thing is duplicated right here. And what's different is the size of the room. What you want to do is just go to preset right here and then go to large hall preset, and then that's going to give you what I have. And I think the only difference is that the low cut, I reset that straight down the middle, and some of the high cut is at 3.7, 3.9, give or take. So, and also wet level, it's around 66%. So this is what the high frequency will sound like. So I'm going to right click and solo it and just go to where it's at, and I'm going to play it. And also right here. It might sound bad later on. So right there, yeah, I aired out. Like I completely aired out. So this is what's gonna sound like together with a high pitched vocal.
Who's supposed to save you now when you out here wildin'? Phone buzzing on silent, and you don't give an F with your man thing. Riding out the wave till the sun hits, cause you out here wildin'.
So yeah, the very last thing is just to have a Fruity Convolve Er, which is cut at 15K, because I noticed that his song was cut at 15K, and a lot of songs today are cut using an EQ to do that. So I have this on here for you guys. This isn't really extremely important because I didn't have the original instrumental. So you can use Isotope Ozone 5 maximizer or any maximizer limiter on top, or you can use a soft clipper. But since no other instruments came in that were, that would make it clip too hard, I just looped the beginning of the song and played it through. I just added a limiter and that's it. But you don't have to have this on your master channel unless you had drums, snares, and hi-hats coming in. But we don't have this for this tutorial. Now I'm gonna play the vocal, the whole entire mix together, and you guys will hear it. So here it is.
Who's supposed to save you now when you out here wildin'? Phone buzzing on silent, and you don't give an F with your man thing. Riding out the wave till the sun hits, cause you out here wildin'. Phone buzzing on silent, living out a life that you can't keep. It's hard to settle down when you need me.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, go ahead and thumbs up. And like I said, subscribe if you haven't. If you need your song mixed and mastered, you can go to bluenovabeats.com. Go to the contact form on the very bottom. You can send me a message through there. If you need any beats for your projects or singles, you can go to the store up above and find any genre and style that you want. Like I said, the kit will be available on the site too. So just click on vocal preset tabs and you can get the entire kit with the vocals inside the folder. But thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all on the next video.